Hey YouTubers, Muskrat Jim here. I'm in my sapling tarp shelter that I built in an earlier video, and what I'd like to do now is cook some supper on my rocket stove. So there's the rocket stove that I built in an earlier video, and I tested it out that night, but what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to cook on it. So here goes nothing. I'm in amongst a bunch of conifers, so there's not a birch to be seen around here. But on my way here, I passed some birches and I picked up a couple of strands of birch bark, as you can see in there. So I'm going to load this up, light it, and then we'll get some food going. I also collected some firewood. Now the rocket stove doesn't take very much fuel, and it'll burn just about anything. It's quite efficient that way. These are stormproof matches. I always carry some, and I also carry them in my EDC. I carry half a box in my EDC. See, it flares up quite a bit. So it only takes one match to get it going. Those stormproof matches are wonderful. Now, as you can see, the flames are rising, and I've got a wire that's actually running from my sapling over there. So the wire will probably get hot. Just let that burn to some coals, and then I'll be able to put a pot on it. Now, what we'll be eating tonight are bush beans and sausage. Now, these are only available in the States, and I live close enough to the border that I can typically get a supply of them. I really like the flavor. Along with those, we'll be eating some Italian sausage. Now, what I've done is I've frozen the sausage, and then I was able to cut it into chunks, which makes it easier to fry up when you're out in camp. Well, the sausage is coming along nicely. Cook it a little bit longer until it's cooked all the way through, and then I'll add the beans. There, the sausage is cooked. As you can see, there's a fair amount of fat here. In a survival situation, you don't want to waste any food value, so you would actually eat that. If you had a lot of rendered fat, you could actually make candles out of it, or, well, lamps. It would be the oil sitting in a container with a wick, and the wick would be on fire, and it would act as a survival candle or lantern. Okay, but since I'm not in a survival situation and I don't need the extra calories, I'm just going to scoop this up and just throw it in my fire. I put the oil from the sausage into the rocket stove, and of course it flared up. Now I'm ready to add the beans to my frying pan, heat that up, and we'll have a meal. We're also going to boil some water for some tea. Okay, so while we wait for that to boil, I'm going to start eating my beans and sausage and bread. Once that boils, I'll make some tea. Well, I guess I can't use my headlamp while I'm filming myself, so I'm going to turn it off. Turn on the lamp on the camera. There we go. Okay. The Italian sausage has flavored up the beans, so they're really quite nice. I hope you've enjoyed this video of cooking on a rocket stove. So until next time, this is Muskrat Jim. Take care.